Hello everyone, welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I am going to be discussing Shattered. So how does it work? How do you trigger it? Is it useful? Should you be using it? I'm going to be discussing all of those things. Okay, so let's get into it. So first of all, how does it work? So it works off your attack number. So the attack here is 1044, your total attack number, obviously, and how you hit it. So for me, I'm going to be hitting it with Claymore. You can only proc the Shattered effect with a Claymore or a Geo attack. Now, last time people were saying that you can't proc Shattered with Geo. Yes, you can. I've done it many times, and I'll put a couple of clips in this video of Ningguang doing it. By the way, Ningguang's attacks, she never produces any white numbers. She doesn't do any physical attack. So if you see her do an attack and a white number is triggered, that's something else. And in this case, it's Shattered. But getting back to it, so Diluc is hitting with 122% of 1044. And his swell is 43. Well, his Shattered is going to be increased by 43.5%. That's not actually true, because we are going to be increasing it a little bit more than that with Kaya, because he's using the instructors. So okay, let's get into it. Let's see how this works out. Just want to kite this little one over. Come on, leave your friends there. Thank you. Excellent. So you see he's hitting him for 24-23. That's the Shattered number. That was weird. $24-23. It's very consistent. It never crits. Never crits. 24-23. What I want to try to do here is see if I can get a Barbara switch. Diluc switch, hit 24-23. See, it's always the same. Even with that Barbara boost, it's still 24-23. It works off these numbers. Nothing else really adds to it, except for what I'm about to show you now. Alright guys, so the first two clips there are just to know that Ningguang can trigger Shattered. Some fool said that she couldn't. I put a little one at the end as well in the conclusion. She does a nice little bit of damage on there. So Shattered, yeah, it's a really good mix for the Geo characters, because Geo is missing a lot. So it's nice for them. You don't really want to build the water ice team, you know. It has to come organically. That's how I feel. The whole thing just screams Chongyun. But going back to it, she's hitting for 765, and when the Shatter procs, she's hitting for 1466, which is, you know, 1000 attack plus whatever multipliers we've got going on over there for Lady Noelle. But this got me thinking, okay, so she does it works well. What would take increased physical damage? And the Fatui, all the Fatui take 40% more physical damage. So this is great for the Fatui. And they all know they can be very annoying, a big nuisance. So yeah, this is something really cool, guys. Alright guys, so what do we know? So what do we know about Shattered? So as long as you have a Geo character or a Claymore, and you can just get this proc with a Kaya, with a Chongyun, with a Diona. In the rain works best. Otherwise, you can bring your own rain, like Barbara, and you have a hell of a good time. It's really good. It's really good mix. I would never recommend building just for Shattered, whereas I would recommend building for a melt build, building for a vaporized build, but don't build for Shattered. Absolutely not. It's the only one I'd say it's out of that whole list. Shattered is kind of backwards, so it's a secondary byproduct of a good build. I'm going to showcase just a tiny little build after this so you guys can see something I put together in the Spiral Abyss. I've literally been tinkering with this for 4 or 5 days in terms of just playing a little bit here today, a little bit there, a little bit here today, a little bit there today. It's wonderful. Love it. Hope you guys learned something. Like, comment, subscribe. Check that little clip at the end of Noelle just wrecking the first little bit of the first floor 7-1, and just it will give you an idea of what I'm thinking. But organic, Chung-Yung, let it just happen naturally. Yeah, it'll be great. If PvP ever comes out, whoo!
You'll get frostbite. So sad. Let the show begin. I must leave no stone unturned.